Hello, hello, hello. Let's give some folks some time to come on. Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to share some good news with y'all. Really, really excited. Today is Friday, August 22nd. And what's exciting about that is that it's also the new moon. For those of you that follow that kind of stuff, my name is Doctora Cindy Bautista-Thomas, and I'm so excited to be on. You haven't heard from me in a while because sis has been busy getting ready for a new semester. Hello, booze. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for jumping on. First of all, I just want to take a moment to thank those of you that have already taken that initiative to pre-order the Oh My Gooseness journal. I posted about it 2 weeks ago. You may not know this about me. I love being in community with people. I'm a super extrovert, but recording videos and podcast episodes kind of freak me out. I could definitely do lives. I could show up and present in rooms with hundreds and thousands of people. But there's just something weird about when I have to record myself. I don't know what that's about, but I'm working on that. I'm working on that. And I wanted to come on today, first of all, to really thank the community. Y'all have showed up and showed out. So the announcement that I made 2 weeks ago is that I shared that for the first 50 people who ordered the Oh My Gooseness, the Journey Within guided journal, if you order it directly on my website, I personally mail you the journal, okay? And then I will send you a special 100% essential oil blend that I personally curated, especially for you all who purchase a journal. It smells super duper amazing. My kids have given me the seal of approval. And if anyone knows, emerging adults and their critique ways, that is a big deal for me. And I wanted to show y'all. I don't think that I had an opportunity to come on to just show you the journal and to share a little bit about the journal, to share why I created the journal to begin with, and to make an announcement, right? So I see someone is trying to come on. I'm going to get you in a minute because I'm going to bring some folks on that want to maybe share about your journey with journaling, your journey with mindfulness. So Oh My Gooseness is a concept that I have been sharing since I was very, very little. Those folks that know me from elementary school, through high school, through college, know that that is a statement that I have shared always. And I share it in enthusiasm and excitement. I share it when we're about to get in trouble, when I'm making folks laugh when we're not supposed to be laughing, right? When something happens and it's like, oh shit, right? And so, that gives you an idea of what's to come with the guided journal, because what I've done is I've been practicing journaling actually since I was about 9 or 10 years old, as a way to heal, as a way to process just a whole lot that was going on in my household, being the youngest of seven, right? And so I've actually invited a sister of mine to come on to ask me some questions to guide the discussion of why I created Oh My Gooseness, because I find that when someone else asks me questions, I'm able to sort of stay to the script and give you what you need, because I could definitely go on and on because I love sharing in community. And so I'm going to invite Doctora Selena Yii, who is a colleague of mine who I met when I started my doctoral journey in 2013, and she and I became true and trusted sisters, and now we support each other in accountability in our entrepreneurial endeavors, but we also support each other in our personal goals. And so I'm going to bring her on, and then Hilda, don't worry, I got you, boo. Selena Yii on, because she's going to sort of help me guide the discussion around Oh My Gooseness, and then I'll share the good news that I
Hi.
have. Hello, hello, hello,
Hi, Dr. Cindy.
Doctora.
Oh
Nah,
my goodness.
Oh my gooseness.
Yes,
Oh my goodness. Do I sound okay?
You sound good. You sound good.
So
Can you
Dr.
hear me?
Selena Yii, yes, I hear you
Okay.
perfectly. Dr. Selena Yii has supported me in also my tech support. So she told me what to buy so that when y'all see me on screen, I look good, I
Look
sound
good.
good, so you can see the lighting, right? So I hope that
Yes.
you're picking up what I'm throwing down in terms of the visuals.
Yes.
So, Dr. Selena, I want to thank you for always being of support, of supporting this entire journey. Because if it wasn't for Dr.
Absolutely.
Selena Yee, I would not have even posted the video 2 weeks ago to share about the pre-order promotion and to share about Oh My Gooseness being available. I was going to keep that kind of like all to myself and try to figure out like how to promote it magically. Uh, but I'm going to defer to you. You know, I asked you to come
Yes.
on, and I definitely thank you because I know that you're in community with family and you're
Yes.
doing what one would do on a Friday night. But you chose
Awesome.
to spend a little bit of time with me so that I
Of
could share
course.
with the community a little more about sort of who I am and Oh My Gooseness and how
Yes.
I'm looking to make contribution into the world.
Yes, yes. First of all, Dr. Cindy Bautista-Thomas, let me congratulate you. You know, this is a large feat. Everybody, some people really get choked up about starting an endeavor. I admire you for always jumping in head first, like, oh, I'm doing it. And you really do continue on. You're like, okay, I need to fix this. I'm doing this and I'm jumping in. And we can appreciate that as not just sisters in this work, but just as a person who's like, how do we get motivated to move forward? So I am always appreciative of the way that you move and take up space in the world because you motivate me and inspire me. So thank you. Yes, right? Honestly, and that's from the heart. Exactly. But I have to ask you, you froze. Am I frozen or did you freeze? You froze on the heart. Oh my goodness. Hold
It's
on.
telling me for some reason that I
Okay.
didn't
You
add
froze.
something for me to add. Oh, thank you, my beautiful sisters. So that's that inspiring me every day.
Every
Thank
day.
you.
Yes, every day. So, what I want to ask you, Cindy, let's talk a little bit about, and I'm not sure if I heard this part, what inspired you to create the workbook? Let's start there. We talk all the time, but I don't know if you've ever shared that. Oh, my gooseness.
Oh my goodness. So I'm so excited because what happened was I was
Wow.
meditating during the pandemic. And I remember it was 2021. I had just defended my dissertation. January 12th, 2021 was when I defended my PhD dissertation. And
Mhm.
at that point, I had engaged in very connected spiritual practices, every day meditating, praying, journaling. And it was through a time of prayer. Hello, folks. Y'all are showing up on a Friday. Love it, love it, love it. It came to me in a meditation. It was like, oh my gooseness, you have to create something for people that have experienced excitement, for people that have experienced disappointment, for people that are in moments of the unknown. Because for me, journaling created a way for me to identify my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, and then to really connect with the actions that were going to move me towards my goals. And
Yes,
because of who I am and how I like to support people in their growth, I said, what could I create that could really help people, right? And so, you know, I do the work with Velocity Visions. I, at that point, hadn't decided to do the psychotherapy work. But then something told me, and I felt like it was the divine, the divine. I'm
hmm
really connected with God and the spirit and my ancestors. And the divine said, girl, trademark, oh my gooseness,
yes,
because you're going to create something special. That was in
yes,
2021,
yes,
right? January 2021, y'all, because I want to share about the process. And
yes,
it wasn't until I was finally, at that point, I had several deaths in my family that were very close to me. So I had to spend moments in grieving and continue to sustain myself with those practices of meditation, of journaling. And I finally completed the journal. I believe it was fall of 2024 when I finally typed the last page and said,
Boop, boop,
okay, she's ready.
boop.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm putting some light up that we got together so we can see each other bright here. So,
Ooh,
Dr.
there you
Cindy,
go. There you
tell me.
go.
So now, thank you. That's lovely, and I think people need to know there is a process, and you and I both know there's a process to all this. But tell me this part: when you get the workbook, because mine is on. I've ordered mine. You already know. Mine is ordered, so I'm excited and can't wait to get it along with the complimentary oil, right? So what I
Yeah.
want to hear from you, please tell me, what am I expecting to get once I get my workbook? What can I
Okay.
expect?
So first of all, this is a guided journal and or a workbook. And I love that you said workbook.
Yeah.
Because what this is not for you to say, oh, I like Cindy, I'm gonna buy this so I could look at her beautiful face every morning. I hope that is not
Which
why
is
you didn't
beautiful
buy
too.
this, right? Because and so that this was a whole process, even just to put my face in the front, because that was not my original idea. But anyway, um but what I would say is this guided journal. So getting it through my website, www.cindybautista-thomas.com. It's a brand new
Yeah.
website. Shout out to Laura Angelica, who created that beautiful website for me through
It's
a very
phenomenal. It
phenomenal
is
process.
phenomenal. It's beautiful. Yes,
Thank
please go
you.
check it out. Where can they see it again, Dr. Cindy?
So www.cindybautista-thomas.com. It's on the
Yes.
link in the bio. And when
Okay.
you go there and go to publications, you can pre-order the journal, right? So if you pre-order the journal, you will, oh yes, who's manifesting for me? That's right, Barbara.
Yes,
Come
New
on,
York Times.
somebody. New York Times top seller. That's
Yes,
for the next book, girl. That's the
yes.
next book I'm working on. So this one right here, what you're gonna get are some guided prompts. So initially, in the beginning of the book, I share some grounding practices that
Okay.
I've participated in that has supported me in the journaling process. And so you'll get, it's broken up into three different sections, and each section sort of focuses on different ways of engaging with life, right? So the
Okay.
name of the book is Oh My Gooseness, The Journey Within, a journal of exploration, excavation, and exhilaration, right? And
Okay.
so
Yes.
when you think about, how we move in the world, there's excitement and enthusiasm that happens with us when we achieve things, goals that we've aspired to achieve, or things that we didn't even think we would be able to accomplish. And so I offer some prompts so that you could ground yourself in gratitude and really connect with those things, whether they're actions or actual physical things that you've acquired, right? Because sometimes we just going off these tasks, these lists, and we don't take time to really ground in, like, I did that. And you know
Yes.
how I felt when I
Yes.
did that? And you know what?
Yes.
And what that does is it leaves room for more abundance, and it helps us
Mhm.
connect with that higher vibration energy, right?
Yes.
Then the next section is a section where you connect with, like, the things that happened that maybe you didn't plan for, maybe disappointments, maybe challenges, maybe somebody did something cray cray on the job or and
Mhm.
otherwise, right? And so we need to connect with those things too. Because
Yes.
some of us, we are in this toxic positive psychology mindset where we don't really connect with how those things impacted us, how
Mhm.
they made us feel, how they
Mhm.
made us shift in our emotions, right? So this is why I have some prompts where you're able to, connect and process through those things, right? These mosquitoes. I thought I was cute coming outside, but these mosquitoes are beating me up. I didn't put the spray. I didn't put the spray,
You're
right?
still cute though. You're
Um,
still cute. That's why
no,
they're
and then
coming
the
for you.
next section is sort of this opportunity to uh, journal about sort of the unknowns, right? Sometimes
Okay.
we're in spaces of uncertainty, and engaging in journaling practices help us get clear
It does.
about maybe what's coming up, what's to come, maybe something that we hadn't even thought was in the orbits for us, right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so, so you'll get that, these guided prompts, and then also some affirmations. And
Okay.
it's a very short, book, and it has lines so that you could, actually work through it. So I love that you called it a workbook. Like,
Right.
some people decided that they don't want to write in it because they thought it's too cute. So that maybe they want to
Right.
do the prompts over and over again, and that's fine.
Right.
Or
Right.
otherwise, you could just, write actually in the book. And then you'll get this handy dandy essential oil.
Beautiful.
And so some
Okay.
people worry. inboxed me and said, well, what do I use the essential oils for? I don't use essential oils. I've never used essential oils before. So I use essential oils to help me ground. And so
Mhm.
there are 5 different 100% essential oil blends that I'm not going to tell you until you pre-order and buy it. So when you
Okay.
get it in the mail, you're actually going to get a little card that
Okay.
describes the different essential oils and their purpose,
Okay.
right? The benefits of these essential oils. So what some people like to do is either put them on your temple or put them
Mhm.
in your wrist or just even smell it, right? And it
Mhm.
helps to remind your mind that you're about to get into something where you get to ground your body, right? And that's a whole conversation around nervous system and how we get to regulate our nervous system. And this is a time where there's a lot going on in the world. And
A
so,
lot.
I don't think it's by accident that there was such a delay in me. That's right, curandera. You know what? I just recently embraced that I am a healer, right? It took me a
Yes.
while to get into
Yes.
this space of like, you know what? Yeah, I'm a professor. I'm an
Mhm.
author. I'm a
Mhm.
psychotherapist. I am a meditation facilitator, yoga instructor sometimes, and I'm also a healer, right? And, right? A mother, a wife,
Yes.
and all those things. And so, and now I'm a curandera for the essential oil. My sister, one of my sisters was like,
Curadera. I love
wait,
it.
hold up, you making oils now? I was like, yeah, I've been making oils for myself because I
Right.
was too cheap to pay for them. But then I realized
Right.
it's actually a gift that I get to give myself. And now I get to give it to those of you that are going to pre-order my website. And I have a special announcement, y'all. So
Woo, tell us.
when I made the first announcement, I said that it would only be 50 individuals that would purchase on my website. The first 50 would get this essential oil blend, right? So I decided that I am going to extend it to the next 50, right? So I'm gonna do 100, right? I'm not.
Okay.
This is not an oil business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yes.
gonna be doing like
Yes.
200.
Okay.
So once I get to the 100, when you go to my website, you will be directed to the Amazon link, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
if there's individuals on this live and you purchased the book through Amazon, if you inbox me and DM me, I will send you the essential oil blend because
And
I
they
know
need
that
to
it's a
send
yeah.
you. They'll have a copy of the receipt or something to show that they got it off of Amazon or
Yes.
what?
Oh, thank
What
you.
would you
Yes,
like?
I love it.
Hmm.
You see how Dr. Selena keep
We
me
got
together.
we gotta
Okay.
know. No, and I do have one last question though, because we are on this live and you just kind of we went through the different prompts. Let me ask you, what would you think is ideal to how would you put yourself in motion? For instance, like set the mood for journaling, because I think you kind of touched it. You talked about what to do with the oil. So I just want to know if I'm someone who's never really journaled, but I want to get into this. I love what oh my goodness is all, gooseness is all about. I want to know then, okay, what should I do to set the mood? Or is there any tips you can give for that?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Doctora Selena Yii. Right. I mean, and the truth is, it's about consistency, right? So different people do it differently. I'll share my way of moving in the world,
Okay.
right, as it relates to mindfulness and my morning routine. First of all, I do encourage folks, if you don't already have a morning or an evening routine, that you think about what that routine might look like, right? So for me, I do both. So what I do is when I get up in the morning, after I have my vitamins, you know what I mean, and the water and things like that, I make me my cup of, or I have some cacao. It depends
Hmm.
on
Hmm.
what kind of mood I'm feeling that morning. And then I sit in either my office or I come out here to my backyard and I meditate. So some days I meditate in community with others, and other days I meditate by myself by using different apps or YouTube videos. And it could be 3 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. Some days it's 2 minutes, right? Some days
Hmm.
it's 40 minutes, depending on the time frame that I have available to me. And then I like to pull oracle cards for myself in the morning. I'm part of a club, so I have so many different kinds of oracle cards. And for me, it's a way of guiding my thoughts for the day, sort of guiding concepts. And so I use them and that's how I've been actually developing the prompts in the morning that I've been sharing on Instagram, where I've been sharing sort of a thought of the day, an affirmation of the day, or a journaling prompt of the day, is that I use the oracle cards that I pulled for the day, and then I that way. So then I sit and journal. And so sometimes journaling for me is 2 sentences where it's like,
Okay.
this morning, I am not feeling it, period. Right? Or it could be like, this MF got me so mad because, and there's some days where I'm like 4 pages of journaling about something that happened where I have to put those thoughts on the page, right? Some
Right.
days, what I like to do is I like to maybe Google some prompts, right? Or I have different journaling books myself that I've purchased that other people have created, guided journals, and then I'll use those prompts for the day. And lately, I've been using the prompts that I've curated for folks, and I've been journaling on those. And so that's my morning practice. My
Okay.
evening practice, it depends on what happens during the day. If I have something that really got to me that I need to put on the page, I do that. But I do a gratitude journaling practice every single night where it's 2 to 3 things that I'm grateful for every single night. I am
Okay.
grateful that I got parking when I went to Manhattan and I got to cancel my parkway so I didn't have to pay them $40, right?
Right. Yes.
I am grateful. Like today, I would write that I'm grateful that my kids and I got to see Chef Winston Thomas Jr. do his executive chef thing at his restaurant today, and it was so delicious, right? So
Yeah.
my husband calls my Oracle cards Pokemon cards. Look, and he's on here wanting to shout me out. So that's my practice, right? It's sometimes it's 10 minutes. There's days where I need 2 hours
Okay.
because of what's resonating with me and what's connecting with me. And so it really depends, but it's as simple as I want it to be and it's as simple as I want it to be. But I will say this, that the journaling practice that I have been doing for the past, consistently, I would say for the last 10 to 15 years, has really supported me in times of grief, has supported me in times of challenge. Those who know me close know that I don't look like what I've been through. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And I know it's
Absolutely.
because, I'm very prayerful, right? God got me. Spirit got me. My ancestors got me. And also my community has me. I have an amazing group of folks. And that's something that I would encourage. Maybe get a couple of your girlfriends. This is a great birthday gift, a great
Yes.
holiday gift. And do it with your girlfriends. Take a prompt and everyone, talk about it. But, that's a way
I
that I know
love
you
that.
asked me a quick question, but that's
Yeah.
something that, where folks sometimes feel shame, like, I don't have 30 minutes in the morning. It's all
Right.
good. Do you have 5 minutes?
Right. Right.
Right?
I like that. I like it because of the one word or one sentence or whatever you need or feel, you can always come back. So I really enjoy that. But the other piece that I really love that you said is bringing your girlfriends in, bringing your community in, and having a prompt. So just let them know one more time where they can find it and how much it is if you want to, and then whoever else. Hi, Winston. Happy birthday, belated birthday.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said. You kind of
Oh,
offended me.
I I said once you mention you can have it for your girlfriends or friends for your community to do a write maybe a journaling together, a community journaling. What I was asking you is where can they then find it? How much is it? You want to give
Oh,
them a plug-in of where you're going to find it again, and then the point I wanted to bring out is maybe we can get on one time and do a prompt with the community. Just take one prompt.
oh, I love that. I love that, Doctora Selena. I love that. So it's available through my website, cindybautista-thomas.com. It's 17.99 plus shipping and handling, right?
Okay.
You will get a couple of goodies when you order it directly through my website. It's also available on Amazon, but you will not get the goodies if you get it through Amazon.
Okay. Okay.
I'm waiting for one more thing that I need to include in the package. And so shipments will start going out end of next week. For those of
Okay.
you that have already ordered, thank you so much. And for those of you that haven't, what you waiting for? What I also
Yeah.
encourage you to do is sign up for the newsletter because I will be having some offerings. Some of them will be at no cost to you, and where we can support each other in grounding and maybe talking about a few of the prompts of the book. So I'll have some offerings for folks that have purchased the books. I'll have offerings for the community as well. And so
Okay.
please sign up for the newsletter so that you could definitely find out about those things.
And that's also in the at the website. When they go to the website, they'll find the
Yes.
newsletter, right? Okay. Excellent. Well, I feel like Dr. Cindy Bautista-Thomas, this is an amazing Oh My Gooseness journal workshop book that we can work out all of the problems in not just one day, but in enough time that make us either heal through this, feel through this, or seal some of the things up that we no longer need to deal with.
Excellent, excellent.
Right? So
And so I appreciate that, Dr. Selena. And I will say
yeah.
this, I love your vulnerability. Barbara. Barbara's like, look, I'm a broke teacher. I get that part, right? Um, and what I'll say is this, I went to the Wix. I wasn't even keeping track of the people that were purchasing. And so already 60 people have purchased the book,
Woo!
right? So there's 40 more available for you
Okay.
to get
The
the
special gift.
scent, the gift, as well as there's a couple of other goodies you're going to get with it.
Okay.
So definitely get your order together.
Yes.
And I look forward to being in community with all of you. And I love that idea of us coming on and doing a guided practice with folks.
Yes, just a short time. I'm ready to do this again so we can let the world know what Oh My Gooseness is about and how to
Yes.
get in touch with Dr. Cindy Bautista-Thomas. So I feel like you've answered a lot of the questions. Is there anything else that you would like for me to support you with at this time?
No, thank you, Doctora
I
Selena.
think
First of all, you got to have people in your corner. I literally text Dr. Selena Yii like at 7:20, and I was like, "What are you doing? I need some support on this IG live." And she said, "I got you."
I
She's
got
like
you.
doing other things, and she took a moment. So get you some people like that. Like that's a whole nother thing. Like community, how community
Yes,
could be of support to you. So thank you
yes,
so much. Oh my
absolutely.
goodness,
Oh my
I'm
goose.
excited and I'm looking forward to being in connection with y'all. So take care.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr. Cindy.
Thank you.
Bye.